Welcome to the Santa Rosa and Escambia County Virtual College Fair. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to serve as your facilitator for our session today. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. The first, your camera and microphone are off, so we are unable to see or hear you. Second, you can use the Q&A feature to type your questions to our amazing presenters at any point throughout our session today. Next, this is just one of many different fairs that we're offering, so feel free to visit our registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, this presentation is being recorded. You'll have access to that recording by visiting the website on your screen. With all that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our first presenter from Temple University.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Sobolewski. I'm actually the Regional Assistant Director of Admissions here at Temple University. Just give me a second. Everybody's faces are in my way to be able to present. All right. So Temple is a top-ranked public research institution based in North Philadelphia. As Philadelphia's public research institution, we are founded on very humble roots, and our goals still remain the same today as when we were founded. And that's really to provide our students access to a world-class education at an affordable price. Temple is a national leader in education, research, as well as healthcare. Temple is a really large school, but really provides students that small campus atmosphere. So campus is really only about a mile wide by a mile long and kind of just a really big square, which provides our students a traditional, campus atmosphere within a large urban setting. So when you visit campus, you're going to see many things that you'll notice, but one, you'll see a multitude of food trucks lining our streets of campus, and our students absolutely love them. We are, we have a food truck for kind of any type of food that you can imagine. We have about 27,000 undergraduate students, 17 total schools and colleges, and 12 of those are at the undergraduate level. And then the other 5 to make up the 17 are professional schools. We have a dental, law, medical, pharmacy, and a podiatry school. Excuse me. We have over 150 different undergraduate majors for our students to choose from. Some of our popular majors our incoming students are enrolling into our business programs, as well as psychology, biology, media studies and production, as well as journalism. And 2 of our most competitive programs that we have on campus would be our nursing program and our musical theater program. So if you are admissible to Temple University, you are admissible to most of our programs. Some of our select majors within the Tyler School of Art and Architecture will also require portfolio review with your admissions process. And then also select majors within the Boyer College of Music and Dance, as well as our musical theater program. And the Theater, Film, and Media Arts School will also require an audition. We have over 300 different clubs and student organizations for our students to be involved in, which will also help you make more connections, not only socially, but also professionally during your time at Temple. We have 18 Division I athletic teams, and we participate in the American Athletic Conference. Our athletics provide a really huge sense of school spirit, whether that be attending a home football game at the Lincoln Financial Field, which is also where the Philadelphia Eagles play, which they won this weekend, so go Eagles. Our basketball team, our home games are on campus at the Leo Corris Center as well. Research is a really large part of our identity at Temple. We are an R1 Carnegie classification research institution. Many of our students, even at the undergraduate level, are participating in some type of research during their time at Temple through something called our Diamond Research Scholars Program across any school or any college that we have to offer. Our greatest resource I think our students have at Temple is the city of Philadelphia. There are 18 Fortune 500 companies, all within an hour's drive to Philadelphia. It's also a prominent hub for not only the arts and the culture, but also history, sports, dining and entertainment, but also well as transit and travel, as well as education. Our 2 subway stops on campus really allows easy access throughout the entire Philadelphia area, and also access to internships, jobs, networking events, and also just really immersing yourself in all that Philadelphia has to offer, especially the food. Experiential learning, and then as well as professional development, really help our students grow during their time at Temple University. Something called the Philadelphia Experience really allows our students free or discounted tickets to different city landmarks throughout the entire city. And also our professors are also utilizing those city landmarks as part of their curriculum as well. Temple continues to enroll a really diverse student population, not only ethnically, but also geographically, as well as academically. So owls are definitely everywhere. In addition to our main campus, we actually have 2 international campuses, one in Japan and one in Rome. studying abroad or studying away domestically are really extremely popular amongst our student population. Our Japan campus is actually a full functioning degree awarding campus. It's actually the oldest foreign university within Japan. Students can spend all 4 years on our Japan campus and never step foot in Philadelphia and graduate with their degree from Temple. Or you can do that more traditional study abroad route for a semester or a summer. Our Rome campus is not a degree awarding campus, but offers our first year students something new and traditional, which is called our TRE program, which is Temple Rome Entry Year program. And what that is our first year students are spending their very first year in Rome and then transitioning to our main campus in Philadelphia to finish out the remainder of their degree. We have a really strong alumni network consisting of over 340,000 alumni across all 50 states, as well as 143 different countries as well. We are a Common App exclusive school, so there are 2 deadlines that you should definitely keep in the back of your mind. Is our early action deadline, which is November 1st, and you'll hear your decision no later than January 10th. And our regular decision deadline is February 1st. Those decisions are made on a rolling basis based on when you submit your application after we read all of our early action applicants. Please note that we do prioritize the reading of our early action applicants before we're reading our regular decision applicants. The required items for a completed application to Temple University are 3 different things. The first one is submitting your common application. You'll also need to determine at that time if you're going to submit your test scores or apply test optional. We've been test optional since 2015. And we will continue moving forward with that. The second thing you'll have to do is, after you complete your common application, is complete your self-reported high school transcripts. You're going to complete them through your TU portal account that you will create after you submit your common application from emails that you will get 48 hours after you apply. Then the last thing would be your application fee at $55 unless you qualify for a fee waiver. So once you've submitted all of your application materials, all applicants, no matter how you apply, whether you're applying test optional or with your test scores, you'll automatically be considered for 3 things: merit scholarship, acceptance, as well as the honors program. First year average for first year students that have been accepted to Temple. Again, these are just averages: 3.45 GPA, 1247 SAT, 27 ACT. We do super score both the SAT as well as the ACT. If you can see yourself potentially Temple being the right fit for you, I definitely encourage you to kind of visit Temple University for either an in-person campus tour or one of our virtual fall preview days that we also offer. I look forward to answering any questions that you may have about Temple University, and go Owls.
Thank you, Temple. Up next, we have the University of Southern Mississippi.
Hello, everyone. I am Michelle Contack, and I am with the University of Southern Mississippi. We are located in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Let's see, give me just a second to get this started. Okay. So we were founded in 1910. We have approximately 15,000 students with 140 academic degree programs. Our campus is 1 square mile, so you can walk from one edge of the campus to the other edge of the campus in little of no time. And our average class size is about 22. There's lots of things to get involved. We have over 220 student organizations. We have anywhere from athletic organizations to faith-based organizations to Greek life. We have something for everyone. So there's something some organization that will fit your needs and desires there. We have study abroad opportunities. We have over 25 fraternities and sororities on campus. And we also have lots of traditions. One thing we do is paint the Eagle Walk. That's one of our students' most favorite thing to do. So before classes start, all of the freshmen paint the Eagle Walk, and that's where the football team comes out during football season. We have the Friday nights at Spirit Park, which we usually have a band before our football games where students can come and tailgate and listen to the band and then go to the football game. And then we also have something called the Little Rock that different organizations paint for different events that are coming up. Students love doing those things. How to apply? So we have online applications. You can go to our website, usm.edu/admissions. We also have Common App. We have a $45 application fee. Unless you qualify for a fee waiver, which a lot of our students do qualify for fee waivers, and we do accept those. We'll need your official high school transcript. So your current transcript that is in progress can be submitted for review, and then your ACT or SAT score. Tips for document submission. So you can submit your application fee online. You can pay it over the phone. We do the fee waiver, as I mentioned earlier. High school transcripts can be submitted electronically. A lot of our guidance counselors will upload them to the application. We also you can email them or submit them via fax if that's something that you do. ACT scores, they can be submitted by ACT or we'll take screenshots. We just need to see the ACT score. We have lots of scholarships available. Our scholarships start at a 21. So the higher your ACT, the more value you have. But at a 21, we offer a $3,000 per year scholarship. We do super score as well. The super scores must come from ACT. But if you hit that 30 to 36 range, we are going to give you the full value of tuition. So that is a great thing there. The 33 to 36, we will give you 1 year of residence life. The Golden Opportunities. Golden Opportunities is our scholarship website. So once you're admitted, you can browse this website. We have over 900 scholarships that may be that you may qualify for. So once you have a user ID and a login, you can log into this system and browse the different scholarships that we have available. Our scholarship admission deadline is December 1st. We would love for you to come visit our campus. If you'll see on the map over here, we are kind of in the middle of Mississippi. We are called the Hub City because you can get to just about anywhere in Mississippi within 2 hours from Hattiesburg. You can visit us through our Discover Southern Miss Tour academic session, and we do have virtual sessions available. So if you're unable to come in person, we'd be happy to give you a virtual session. Here's some important dates for us. Our Fall 22 application opened August 1st. So if you are interested, you can go in and apply now. We usually have a decision to you within 2 weeks once we get all of your information. September 1st is when our GO system for the scholarship opens. So once you're admitted on September 1st, you can go in and browse those opportunities. We have some Black and Gold days, and this is really a group visit to campus. We have one coming up this Saturday. We have over 300 students coming to visit campus. It's also a game day, so students can stay for a game if they would like. So that's a fun time. We have 2 more of those coming up as well, one on November 6th, and then one, I believe we have one in October 18th. Our FAFSA and housing application opens on October 1st. Thank you for letting me share with you today. If you have any questions or if I can tell you anything about becoming a Golden Eagle, I would love to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have Rollins College.
Hello, everyone. Give me 1 second to share my screen once Michelle is done, and then we will get started. All right. So hello, everyone. My name is Hannah. I am an admission counselor here at Rollins College. I am an alum of the class of 2020, and I am now working in admissions, which is a great thing for me. So going through this a little quickly, was founded in 1885 and is a college of liberal arts. So if you're interested in studying things, We are the #1 regional university, which is outside Orlando. So, it's about a 10-minute drive into the metro area, which is super nice if you are a theme park person or if you're just interested in being with a small town charm, but then having a metro right outside. We are definitely great for that. You definitely get the small town feel on campus. We are just about 2,000 students undergrad, and the two were built at the same time. So one didn't come before the other, and we're deeply tied to each other in that way. Now, looking at our curriculum, we have a 10-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio and an average class size of 17. So your professors, they will notice, but it really is a positive because your professors are going to be your biggest champions. We have student-faculty collaborative research, meaning you'll stay on campus over the summer, you'll get a stipend, and you will work hands-on directly with a member of faculty. So sometimes that's going to be a professor is looking for someone to do research with them, or you can propose research. And a lot of times professors are very much interested in that as well. You'll find that we are small, but we're small enough that you can know someone in pretty much every class, but it's not true that you're going to be running into the same people every single day. Your professors also tend to have office hours every week, so you can work any projects or also just to pick their brain about their career or whatever it may be. Your professors are more classes. It's all taught by the professors, which can be very valuable. We also have a high study abroad population. Almost 80% of students study abroad at some point in their time at Rollins. This is because we generally have Rollins approved semester programs, meaning for the price of attending Rollins for a semester, you can scholarships will transfer over, any financial aid, all of those things will all transfer over to your study abroad as well. We also are a very involved student body. We have over 100 different student organizations, and if you want one that we don't have, it's easy to make one with 5 students and an advisor, student newspaper, student government, and we also have a very large service presence at Rollins. Mr. Rogers was an alum of Rollins, and Mr. Rogers said that life is for service. So we take that to heart. We have different community engagement courses. We are a top school for immersion, which these programs. We also have 21 Division II teams. We have even a Division water ski team, which I think says a little bit about us because we are right on a lake, Lake Virginia, where we call home. But we also have 5th club reports. We don't want that varsity commitment you could ever need. They have plenty of different resources, from building your resume, schedulers, that's life. So I, as an alum, can come to Rollins and get that help as well. Looking at our admission program is going to be some of our numbers, but we are a holistic review process. So our average GPA is going to be a 3.5. And see your GPA because we weight that a different way. So don't even worry. Our standard 25 to the SAT, we are optional and have been for years. Our holistic review, we actually have a recommendation letter from your guidance counselor, your involvement, and then an essay telling us a little bit about yourself. So with all that in mind, all of your merit scholarship is automatically included in your application, and we also take FAFSA, Florida Prepaid, and Florida Bright Futures, and the EASE grant. So thank you so much. Please feel free to get in contact with me any way you like.
Thanks, Rollins College. Up next, we have Birmingham-Southern College.
Hello, let me just share my screen with you guys. Right. Okay. Well, hey there. I know that I'm listed as Kendra, but this is Leslie Jackson, and I serve as the Associate Director for Marketing Admissions for Birmingham-Southern College, nestled on a hill right outside of downtown Birmingham, Alabama. And I'm just super excited to share details of our neat college with you.
And Leslie, I'm sorry to interrupt. I think you said that you were going to share your screen, but we're not able to see anything.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought that I was sharing. Let me see. Let's try this again. How about now?
Perfect.
Are you seeing it now?
We are.
Oh, thank you for letting me know, Jasmine. Okay, I must have just slipped right past that button. All right, so, but you were able to hear me, correct? Just not see what I was presenting.
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, well, we'll just jump right into the second slide. So Birmingham-Southern College, as I mentioned, is a private four-year liberal arts college. It was founded in 1856. And we are just honored to be one of the 40 colleges listed in the colleges that changed lives. So if you're not familiar with the colleges that changed lives, a retired educator from the New York Times deemed this list. So it's a great honor, and we are just proud to be a part of it. So at Birmingham Southern, you can expect to be challenged and changed by what you're studying. We want to make sure that we can change your way of thinking and, of course, broaden your understanding in the world. We definitely want to make sure that you get some practical experience outside of the classroom. That practical experience is what's going to land you that job. So just a little bit about our student population. We do have 1,200 students that come from over 31 states and 18 countries. And this just creates a very diverse community, comprised of just different backgrounds and, of course, perspectives. Our student to teacher ratio is 12:1. Average class size is 16. So you know that you'll be seen, heard, and challenged and understood in and outside of the classroom. Here are a couple of areas of study. We have over 50 defined majors and minors, and we're always seeking to adopt new majors and minors just to prepare students for that competitive job market. In fact, just in the past 5 years, we've added 8 new areas of study. And these degree programs can be found on our website as well. So e-term is something that's really special and unique that sets Birmingham Southern apart. So when you're enrolled, you'll be on a 4-1-4 schedule. So 4 classes in the fall, 1 class in January, and 4 in the spring term, which starts in February. So January is what we call e-term. It's an exploration term, and it's a 4-week mini semester where you're able to take some time off from traditional classes to really dive deep into one experience outside of the classroom. So for example, we've had students that have gone to Italy to study art and religion, some that have gone to Africa to teach, and some that have stayed right here in the US and gone to places such as San Francisco to serve the homeless. So really unique opportunity to flex your creative muscle. So guaranteed internships. At Birmingham Southern, You are guaranteed an internship, so you can take everything that you've learned in the classroom, outside of the classroom and beyond. There's also research opportunities that are guaranteed for our students. Birmingham is the largest city in Alabama. And so within Birmingham, one of the advantages to coming to Birmingham-Southern is that there are so many opportunities to get involved in real world experience, really regardless of your interest and major. So 80% of our student population live on campus for all 4 years. And I'll just go ahead and jump to the next slide. This just shows you some examples of our residence halls. We've got traditional freshman style living. We've got apartment style living for upperclassmen as well, and suite style living. We have over 80 student organizations. As a matter of fact, our SGA manages a budget of over $500,000, which is pretty impressive. They organize all types of fun campus events. They have a Mardi Gras ball every year. They recently organized a night out for students where they went to our minor league team, the Birmingham Barons baseball game, and other activities just around town. So we do offer religious life. While we are Methodist affiliated, there's no chapel requirements for our students, but tons of ways to get involved if religious life is in your wheelhouse. We have 14 Greek organizations, 7 sororities and 7 fraternities, and about 50% of our student population are Greek, and they're just made up of all different types of students, from athletes and beyond. So they're very involved with their philanthropies and are leaders on campus. So Birmingham-Southern has 21 teams. We're part of the Southern Athletic Association, and our student body, 400 students are part of some sort of athletics at Birmingham-Southern. These are just a couple of pictures that showcase all the neat opportunities that you have in Birmingham. As I mentioned, Birmingham-Southern is just nestled right on a hill, right on the outskirts of downtown. And the campus is really an extension of downtown, and there's so much to offer. Just pictured here is one of our farmers markets. It's called Pepper Place Market. There's a big film festival every year. There's a picture of our minor league baseball team, the Birmingham Barons. And then of course, a famous and popular picture spot is the Vulcan on that top left. So ways to apply: the common application, the Birmingham-Southern online application, and we recently joined the coalition application.
And up next, we have the University of Central Florida.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. All right, just making sure everyone can see that well. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Dina Florida. I'm one of the assistant directors here at UCF Undergraduate Admissions. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So a little bit about UCF. We are located in Orlando, Florida, right at the heart of the state, about 30 minutes away from the happiest place on earth. We have over 230 different degree programs, 100 of which are undergraduate majors. Some of our most popular programs include engineering, business, psychology, and hospitality management. We were established in 1963, so we're a relatively young institution, but despite that, we've accomplished quite a bit, including being ranked as one of the most innovative universities in the country. We're at a total enrollment number right now at just over 70,000 students. So that does make us the largest university in the country by size. But despite that, our average class size is down to about 28 students. So we do a good job of making sure our students are supported and that they're not falling through the cracks. We also pride ourselves on being a very diverse institution. About 45% of our students are minority populations. And we also have about 25% first generation student population here at UCF as well. Now, as far as campus life goes, we have 11 different on-campus residential communities and over 650 different clubs and student organizations. There's a club for just about any and everything here at UCF. And if you can't find one that suits your interests, you can go ahead and start one. Being such a large institution here at UCF, there are definitely a ton of ways to find kind of your home within the home here. We have a number of different traditions that we like to celebrate here at UCF, including Spirit Splash, which is our most notable tradition. It's during homecoming week where we all run into the reflection pond all at once. And it's kind of like one big pool party just to celebrate our UCF football team. We are NCAA Division I athletics, and our football team recently made the Big 12, so go Knights. But among that, we have a number of different kind of ways for students to get involved and stay engaged while they're here on campus. All right, so with applying to UCF, we always encourage students to begin the application process as early as they can. So for our incoming freshmen, we encourage you to begin the application between September to November of your senior year. Here at UCF, we're on what's called a rolling admissions basis, which means that we don't have an early action or an early decision deadline. Basically, as soon as you apply, your application goes to the admissions committee, and we're making decisions constantly throughout the entire application cycle. So our deadlines are listed on the screen here, but again, you want to be applying well in advance of these deadlines. And of course, there are many advantages to applying early in addition to knowing your decision early. We also have quite a number of merit-based scholarships that we award from our office, and there's no separate application required for these. You're automatically considered, but funding for these scholarships is limited. So essentially you want to apply early so you can go ahead and secure that scholarship funding as early as you can. All right, and then also housing options. As I mentioned, we have 11 on-campus communities, about 12,000 beds total on campus, a variety of different floor plans. One thing I like to mention with our on-campus housing is we don't have communal style living, so you won't ever have to share a bathroom with like an entire floor of people. So if you're a germaphobe like me, that's a super awesome fact. But housing is first come, first served, so you do have to be admitted before you can apply for housing. Right, so how to apply. So first and foremost, of course, complete the application. We are a Common App institution, so we'll accept either our application or the Common App. You can go ahead and pay the fee online as well, or if you qualify for any fee waivers like the SAT or ACT fee waiver, we'll accept those as well. Then instead of sending in a high school transcript, you're going to complete what's called the self-provided academic record for Knights, or the SPARK form. So essentially you're going to self-report your GPA, enter in all the courses and the grades that you've earned thus far, and we'll go ahead and calculate your GPA based on just your academic core classes. And then we are also a public institution in Florida, so we are not test optional. We do still require an SAT or ACT score, but we do super score, which means we'll take the highest score from all the sittings that you've done. So if you've taken multiple SAT or ACTs, just keep in mind, we'll just take the highest from each sitting. Now, these are our mid-ranges listed on the screen here for the students who are admitted to the fall of 2021 term. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're kind of wanting to get an idea of what's considered competitive for admission. These numbers represent what the middle for 50% of students earn to gain admission to UCF. All right, so I did kind of speed through that a bit. I want to be mindful of time, but if you do have any questions, I'd be happy to go ahead and answer them in the Q&A. But we do also have virtual information sessions as well, and we are also back in person. So if you wanted to schedule an in-person campus tour, we also have what's called Night for a Day open houses throughout the semester. There's one on October 16th coming up, where you can kind of just experience what life is like as a UCF night. So you get to take a tour, meet with advisors from your major, and get to know the campus a bit more. So we highly encourage that you attend one of those events. If you've already begun the application process to UCF, you would monitor your application status in your future night portal. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's where your decision will be posted. All right. Well, other than that, thank you so much.
Thank you. So that concludes the presentation portion of our session today. But now we're going to transition to the Q&A portion. I want to encourage all of our presenters to return. Feel free to turn on your camera, and I'm going to pose a question to the group. Our panelists will respond to the question in the order in which they present it. So the first question is, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
I think that's me first. I think one thing I would like for you to remember about Temple University is that Once you are a Temple Owl, everything is at your fingertips, and that's a land of opportunity. So it's all about what you kind of dabble into and what you make of your time at Temple. All of our Temple Owl students are very involved in everything that you do. We like to call them that they're busybodies because they always have multiple different things going on, which then lead to a lot of just different other outside opportunities, such as internships, or also a first career coming out of their undergraduate degree.
Okay, I'm Michelle from the University of Southern Mississippi, and we individualize your college experience. So we're not a cookie cutter. We can individualize what you want, from your major to groups that you want to participate in, to how active you want to be on campus. So we want to make your experience individual for you.
I believe Rollins College is up next.
Hello, this is Hannah from Rollins College. Again, to remember is that we are preparing you for the rest of your life after Rollins. So not only are we going to help you for these 4 years, but we also want you to be ready for the rest of your life after the fact as well. And we do that through our Center for Career and Life Planning, our professors and the networking that they help you do, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, hey there, Leslie Jackson, Birmingham-Southern College. If you could take really one thing away about Birmingham-Southern College, I feel like I have a real fresh perspective. I'm a fairly new employee starting just within the last month, and I'll tell you the faculty, they are very, very invested in student success. There are some really neat opportunities through the exploration term that I mentioned in the presentation. And the small student to faculty ratio is just a significant benefit. And again, the faculty just really care. There are so many ways to get plugged into Birmingham. There are so many BSC alums in the area that are ready and willing to plug our current students into, internship and job opportunities after graduating. Thank you.
Hi, it's Dina from UCF. So one thing I would want students to remember about UCF is really that UCF stands for opportunity. As much as that is our slogan, we embody that as much as we can. So there are a lot of opportunities for students to get involved and really learn more about their career, about their field, about their industry. But there are so many opportunities for students to kind of take that and run with it. So there have been a lot of, kind of different innovative things for students to get involved with and to start up their own here on campus. One example that I always like to give, we have what's called Knight's Pantry on campus, which is really more than just a food pantry. They also provide interview clothing and different kind of things for students in need. But that was all started based on one student's experience and then wanting to do more. And UCF really provides those resources for students to be able to kind of take, that 1 inch and run a mile with it. So definitely that UCF stands for opportunity.
Thank you all for your responses, for sharing the information about your respective institutions. So that concludes our session today. But before you go, I do have a few closing announcements. So as you exit from our session today, a survey will appear. It's approximately 5 questions or so, but please complete the survey. It's extremely helpful as we aim to improve our virtual college fair offerings. Also want to remind you that you can access this recording by visiting that website on your screen. So with all of that said, I want to thank our amazing presenters for joining us, but thank you also to all of our attendees. I hope everyone has a great night.